I'll never stop talking about this book on this channel. Like, there's so many books that I will just literally keep repeating over and over again, and this is one of them. Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the books that have absolutely changed my life. So these are books that have either changed my perspective on life, on just the way I thought about certain things, or have given me a new sense of wisdom. So the first book that I want to start off with is Hurricane Summer by Asha Bromfield. This book, I read it this year, and man, oh man, I am so glad. Changed my life in so many different ways. Our main character, Tila, has to go to Jamaica to visit her father. Her father wants her there. Her mother's like, you know what, it's your father, go ahead and see him with your sister. So they go to Jamaica, and once they're in Jamaica, she realizes a lot about her father, a lot about his side of the family, a lot about what it means to be a Jamaican and live in Jamaica and how life is, specifically in the countryside. And it changes her viewpoint about herself and how she sees where she's from. And it's just so much change that she goes through. There's one moment in the book where she gets into a heated argument with her father, and I feel like this was very transformative into her being an adult, because it was in that moment, it's like, you know, she no longer sees him through the lens of like a young girl, but sees him as like her equal, you know, like he's an adult, I'm an adult, like, oh my gosh. And when she puts that perspective of him also being an adult, then she also learns that, you know, he's also another person who's has his flaws, has made his mistakes, and is trying to rectify them, and is still trying to figure out life. I feel like it's so telling of like how sometimes we can, especially like, look at our parents in like this almost like godly matter, and like in this way of like, oh, like they're responsible for this and that and this and that. But when we kind of view them as like our equal, like, you know, they're a person like me, and you try to think about them almost like how you see your friend, you know, like they have a backstory, they have a family, they have this and that, like as an individual, you then start to understand them a lot more, and either you gain more sympathy or you just like understand them for why they are the way they are. Not to excuse like the wrongs that they have either done to you or done to others, but you just come from a place of understanding, and from there you're able to then kind of maneuver and change the relationship into how you want it to be. So whether you want to have a deeper relationship with them, or whether you kind of want to like distance yourself a bit from them for your own sake. And I just feel like, again, so profound, like so profound into just like the transition from, you know, again, you being a young teen to moving into adulthood. So the next book that I want to mention is actually a manga series, and I have a whole video about it, and that is A Man and His Cat. I'll never stop talking about this book on this channel. Like, there's so many books that I will just literally keep repeating over and over again, and this is one of them. One thing that I absolutely love about this book is that it is just wholesome. It is just cute. The plot is simple. There's a man who gets a cat, and he loves his cat, and there's other people too along the way that end up loving the cat. One of the main lessons I love that is within this series so far is stepping out of your comfort zone. Like, you see so many times the old man, he steps out of his comfort zone first and foremost by getting the cat, and then from there it's like, you know, he's meeting new people who also love cats, and he's also doing things that he's never done before, or things that he thought he would never do ever in his life. There's the cat, right, who's meeting other cats, and his perspective on life is changing as he's, you know, tagging along with his old man, and he's meeting other cats and other people. You may step out of your comfort zone and do something and it fails, but you gain a lesson from it, you know, and you learn something from it that you will take forever with you, though you did not succeed at it. And if you do succeed at whatever you tried to do, right, that was out of your comfort zone, then it's like, not only did you learn a lesson, but you also gain a new experience. You know, so true to real life that stepping out of your comfort zone, I mean, you can never really lose. Even if you lose, you're never really losing, you're still gaining something from it. So the next book that really changed my life is, you're gonna get sick of me. You're gonna be sick of me.
Prepare to be sick of me. Prepare right now to be sick of me.
Is A Sign of Affection, and this one in so many ways has really changed my life for the better. I absolutely love this book. This, like, love you. That this book shows healthy love, like healthy relationship. My gosh, how many times do I have to see somebody misunderstanding somebody else, or like no, I didn't mean that, or yeah, well, I'm gonna cheat on him just to get you back, or those types of like messy, toxic, whatever. No, all of this in this book is just wholesome. It's just loving. It's just real. They communicate about their feelings, honest about their feelings and about their situations. They try to be as authentic as possible, and let each other know, like, hey, I'm at this place and I need your help, or hey, I need space. And it is just the healthy type of love where they both see each other, they hear each other out, and they're there for each other. Again, this book, I just feel like just shows that, like, healthy love is like, it's good. Often when people think about healthy like relationships, it's like, oh well, it's probably boring because there's no drama. That's the whole point, babe. If you want drama in your life, I mean, just go and watch a drama. Why do you want that in your life? Seeing healthy love in this is just so refreshing, so nice, so sweet. What I have is Sakamoto days. Never doubt your abilities. Like, you are 100% capable of doing the things that you want to do. You may not succeed at everything, but you definitely do have capability of doing some things. You know what I mean? There's some things that you can definitely for sure do, and you won't know unless you try. Try it out. Like, don't doubt your abilities. You have skills, you have things that you can do, you have talents that are useful, skills that are useful. Don't doubt them. Like, be confident in them. Manga that has changed my life. Again, I mentioned this in the best and worst books of 2023, and that is I Had the Same Dream Again. This one's only 3 volumes, but I'm telling you, in these 3 volumes, your life will change. Just with these 3 volumes, like, your life will literally change. I learned from this manga series is that you should be grateful for those who care about you. In this volume, you see this young girl, or in this manga series, you see this young girl who has this class assignment to figure out what is happiness. And so she asks her friends outside of school, what is happiness and whatnot. And she has a friend who's like a teenager, a friend who's like a much mature adult, and then a friend who's like basically a grandma. Particular lesson, especially with the teenage girl, that she learns about being grateful for those who are around you. If someone really cares about you, wants the best for you, and is there for you, shows up for you consistently, or maybe not all the time they're like there, but like you just know that you can reach out to them and they will offer you genuine good advice, then it's like, hold on to them and be grateful for them. If there's any books that you have read that have personally changed your life for the better, or that gave you a new perspective on life or on certain things, then please write them in the comment section below. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.